Hot. It's hot as hell. I broke out into a sweat the second I stepped into the schoolyard. Oh god, Japanese summer. I pushed forward through the blistering heat to find some shade. No, that's not gonna do jack. That's gonna do jack shit. It's in Japanese summer. Shade does fuck all. It may as well be summer at this rate. Yeesh. Ah, it's not even summer yet. It's fucking spring. But why was she eating outside on a day like this? Hey, you, lonely girl. Why do I get an achievement for meeting up with fucking Shiori? Even in Australia? Yeah. But like, I'm up north, so it's even worse for me.
Konnichiwa.
This was Hiragi Utena, Shiori, an underclassman who looked both cool and refreshed, in spite of the scorching heat. She was in the middle of eating a sandwich from the school store without having lost a single drop of sweat. Don't hello me. It is hard to choose. Yeah, but like, it can't not be the little sister. Like, hello? You're betraying your type. It is the discovery of the century. Why are you eating all by yourself again?
ダメですか?
I could have sworn you joined Ritsu's little friend group, though.
はい。当の先輩がそういうので入りましたけど。
Did you have a fight with one of them or something?
してません。皆さんいい方ばかりです。ですが、私がいると気を使わせてしまうので。
I see myself in Shiori. Yikes. Well, yeah, they would after you go off and eat alone otherwise. Ritsu was the type to worry about those kinds of things. There was a very real possibility she was out looking for Hiragi right now.
はあ、すみません。
You don't need to apologize. Mind if I sit with you?
はい。
As in, you do mind or you don't mind? I took a seat beside her and opened my lunchbox. You're just having a veggie sandwich again.
はい。これしか残ってなかったので。
Eat more meat. You're too thin. I'll give you some Salisbury steak. I held out my lunchbox.
一つしかありませんけど。
Also, Shiori was my first route. Really? That's surprising. It's fine. Just eat it.
先輩の分がなくなってしまいます。
Your senpai already ate some, so go ahead. Ritsu is a side character. I guess that explains it. Kohinata, that is.
お返しはこれしかないですけど。
Wait, what? Hang on. Your senpai already... Oh, yeah. Your senpai already ate some. Not me, but fucking Hibiki. She held out a sandwich with nothing but lettuce. Not more lettuce on it to me. That's fine. Shiori is very kudere-like. Yeah. So, you know. I think it's obvious who best girl would be. Lettuce again? I felt like I'd turned into a rabbit or something. And then he still eats it. So, you know, he'll complain, but he'll still eat the lettuce.
遠野先輩、一つ質問いいですか?
No. What is it?
どうして先輩は私を気にするんですか？
Because, I needed the achievement, alright? What more do you need? What? Because for whatever reason, you're my little sister's friend.
曲がってるんですか？私。
It's fairly unusual for someone to be so ridiculously independent at your age, so I'd say so.
そんなつもりはないんですけど。
So, Hendo thinks I'll choose Ritsu and Kong thinks I'll choose Chiori. Yes. Because she's the little sister type. Which is like your second favorite. Debatable. Maybe third before Mesugaki, right? I haven't used any of the characters' hate scenes. You do realize hate scenes are different. Alright, you can't rate a character off of hate scenes. That's a different thing. You can rate the hate scenes. It's not like it's indicative of the character. It's like it's just the artist's decision on how hot they want to make the hate scene. It's not like it's not like it'll change the character's personality. What am I saying? It's not like it'll change the character any differently. It'll make the character any different. I'm saying that is how I choose my character, my best girl. So like, you just inherently ignore any characters, especially side characters that don't have H scenes. My brother in Christ.
いつも気がついたら一人になってしまうんです。
You seem to have a good head on your shoulders, but you can be a bit scatterbrained at times.
そうでしょうか。
Did you forget how some weird guys tried to whisk you away the other day? They were your textbook example of blonde-haired pretty boys with piercings. It didn't take long for them to run off with their tails between their legs the second I stepped between them.
道を聞かれただけですよ。
Hardly. They're obviously trying to pick you up. See, I don't know who to trust. I could be like, maybe Shiori's downplaying it, or like maybe Yu's exaggerating it. She dense. I mean, real question. Compared to the MC, how dense is she? Because like, you can't make a different you can't make a character more dense than the main character, right? Who waltzes onto a school campus and to ask for directions? Her ability to sense any level of danger was practically non-existent. She doesn't have survival instincts.
先輩は心配性ですね。リツの言っていた通りです。
She giggled. Oh, so you can laugh.
笑いますよ。面白ければ。
But like, the voice actress didn't giggle. Hiragi always had a stoic look on her face. What do you find funny then?
今ハマってい
What
る
do you
の
find
は
funny then?
言ってみたシリーズですね。
Why do I feel like that is a reference to a different series of a similar name in the real world? What the heck is that?
言ってみたシリーズです。ビビリー小川さんの。
Who?
え 先輩はビビリ小川さんを知らないんですか？
Hiragi seemed uncharacteristically surprised by this. What? Was this Ogawa that famous?
先輩、情弱すぎです。あの平均再生回数100万のビビリチャンネルをご覧になってないなんて。
Views? Oh, so is this on YouTube? I had absolutely zero interest in regional celebrities.
一度視聴することをお勧めします。
Is that why you wear cat ears? Sure, but what are the videos like?
小川さんがビビりながら心霊スポットとかを一人で探検するんです。
Ah. Is that actually entertaining?
はい。リアクションが最高なんです。やばいよやばいよって。
The introverts are the freakiest, hence the cat ears. Yeah. You definitely know that introverts are the freakiest. You just look at yourself. Wasn't that as good as stealing a certain comedian's main shtick?
あの動画を見てると、一人でもいいんだって思えてきて。
I don't think that about you especially. What? Are you sure the internet isn't having a bad influence on you? Most definitely. What?
大丈夫です。2359も毎日見ています。
Ah, she's got a curfew.
日付が変わる直前のあの映像を見ていると、一人でいても明日は来るんだって。
That's not right either. There's nothing wrong with looking forward to tomorrow, but isolating yourself isn't the answer.
先輩は親切ですね。大丈夫です。本当にご心配なく。実は先日、クラブに入ったんです。
I swear to God. Wow, really? Hiragi had been indifferent to academy life up until now.
ですから、今の私は、not alone です。
Why am I gonna make... She's no longer solo leveling. Never mind. You don't have to say that in another language.
ジュネシーパッセルです。
Never... Stop. Huh?
英語でなくていいとおっしゃったので。
And which is that?
フランス語です。
Oh, I see. I guess you didn't know what French... I guess you didn't know French. I forgot how smart she was.
先輩もよろしかったらどうですか？
Sorry, I can't.
残念です。
All the corners of Haragi's eyes sank slightly. I thought he said ears. She appeared to be genuinely disappointed. Sorry, Hiragi. Anyway, it doesn't matter if it's with Ritsu or someone else. Please stop eating lunch by yourself, okay? I circled back around to the original topic.
先輩がそう言うなら。
Yeah, blue, Sakura blue. Keep your promise. You said that before, and now you're reading here alone.
先輩がそう言うなら。
Stop using that catchphrase.
先輩がそうおっしゃるなら。
Isn't that the same thing, just rephrased?
今の冗談ですけど。
I can't tell when you say it with a straight face. It's the same thing as Luna. So you know what? Maybe I get why Dexter likes Shiori, because it's just fucking Luna. Especially when it's you. the subject had run its course, so we ate lunch together in silence. And nobody else was out in the schoolyard but us. You said it was just email verification, not a phone, right? Well, here's the thing, right? Whenever I log into my Twitch, I need to verify with two-factor authentication, right? Which usually is through my phone. So maybe just, you know, do both just in case, which wasn't entirely surprising given the heat. The cicadas clamored, singing in unison.
先輩、暑くないんですか?
Very. Of course I am.
よかったら、もう少し涼しい木陰に行きませんか?
If you say so, underclassman.
真似しないでください.
As you wish, underclassman.
先輩は意地悪です.
Why? Okay, here's the thing, right? They say, he says underclassman, but like, the thing is, why is senpai so normalized, but not kohai? Right? I mean, I understand why, because of all the fucking characters in anime that are 1 year younger than... The funny thing with anime is that the main character is always like second year high school most of the time, and then like there's always that one character that keeps calling him senpai because she's in the first year. But like, what about kohai? You know, what about I mean, this, he said underclassmen. You know, there were those who made fun of Hiragi for being an expressionless, unsociable girl. But this was what I thought. Those people had bad eyes.
では、今日はここまで.
She really is like fucking Luna.
起立。礼。
As I followed the day duty student's instruction and bowed, I got down on all fours with my bag in hand. And then I crawled along through the exit of the classroom at high speed. Crawled? Oh, he fucking booked it. I had work this evening. I wanted to spend what little time I had left after school in the library. All the more reason why I absolutely couldn't afford to be caught in their clutches. Alright, I think I'll be okay now that I've made it this far. I finally stood up. Phew. Hibiki and Kashima are way too naive for their own good. There's no way a pair of sheltered girls are going to be able to catch me. Nope, not possible. Okay, you can't... It's gonna happen now. You've jinxed yourself.
それは聞き捨てならないわね.
Hmm? I heard a voice behind me. And it belonged to someone I didn't really want to see.
どうしたの? そんな固まっちゃって.
Someone else might. I could feel a cold sweat go down my back. Please give me your pass just this once.
パスは禁止よ.
Oh well, I fold.
トランプじゃないのよ。いい加減にしなさい.
Oh, I was spun around in place by the force behind me.
トーノ、久しぶりね.
Is this the last character? Hi, Kaido. I was herded against the wall and gave the same kind of greeting a newbie to a sports club might give. Nope. Ah, fuck. I said I would do the rankings after I met every character. So I still need to hold off on the rankings.
何よ、そのヘコヘコした態度は。
The person in front of me was Karen Nagiko. Her family ran an Aikido... Ah, of course. Her family ran an Aikido dojo, and she herself is a black belt. I had heard from Hibiki that she'd joined the active the other day.
まるで私があんたを怖がらせているみたいじゃない。
Finally! Why did it take so long to get the achievement? It should have popped up as soon as the CG was showed, but it took like a few lines after. There's a pink-haired girl. I don't care if you meet her. Right. There is no like about it. That is what you're doing.
Ah?
The corners of her eyes quickly sprung up. Sorry. I'm sorry. As an aside, she and Hibiki were cousins. She and Hibiki had similarly pushy tendencies. Yeah, but like, he's a tomboy. and never mind.
当のこんなに優しい先輩を捕まえてずいぶん失礼な態度ね。
What she seems for Hibiki. That is a downside. I don't know if I'd call my upperclassman kind when she practices her Aikido techniques on a layman.
あれはあんたの根性を叩き直すためよ。可愛い後輩のために私も心を鬼にしたの。
I don't believe there was any need to beat anything into me, frankly.
本当にそう思う？
And she abusive? Well, fuck. Yeah, I sure do.
確かにあんたは優等生よ。成績は優秀だし、バイトだって頑張ってるって聞いてるわ。
Don't I though? Don't I though? What?
でもね、女の子を泣かせるような男は許せないの。
Say what now? Make girls cry. When did I do that? When did that happen? I had no recollection of that.
あんた、響の誘いを蹴ったんだって？
Yes. That doesn't mean she cried about it. Well...
今朝だって泣きながら私に電話してきたのよ。
Ah, she's a liar. That explains it.
なぎお姉ちゃん、なんとかしてよって。
Senpai, she was definitely fake crying. What was she? The eldest son of the Nobi family, relying on a cat-shaped future robot? What is that reference? Hibiki, you sly fox.
響は私の妹も同然なのよ。響を泣かせる男は私が許さない。
That's a very manly thing to say. I'm all for it.
誰が男前よ。あんた閉めるわよ。
Nah, I'm good. No more violence. I held up both hands defensively as she slammed her palm against the wall next to my head. I made myself look non-threatening. You don't need to make yourself look any more non-threatening than you already look, alright? In that moment, she silently gazed at my face.
あんたは本当にわかんない子ね。
Don't get what?
本当は私なんてちっとも怖くないんでしょ？
It's more that I don't know the first thing about hand-to-hand combat. And rather than scared, I'm more in awe of you like anyone else would be.
そういうことじゃなくて、なんかこう根本的なところで肝が据わってる気がするのよ、あんたは。
Thanks for the rave review. My thoughts were an absolute jumble while we talked. I had to somehow find my way out of this mess. And now that we'd come this far... Senpai, I hung my head and kept my voice low, so only she could hear.
何よ、急に塩らしくなって。
I mean, if it's to get her out of this situation. When you slammed your hand against the wall just now, it made my heart skip a beat. I put on a shy front.
壁ドンって。え？これは違うわよ。
Her face flushed a bright shade of red, right then and there. Kaido was weak when it came to topics of romance. Are you really going to confess to me out in public?
告白？私があんたに？
God damn it. That is where you were going with this, right?
違うって、当の誤解よ。
Her face gradually grew darker all the while. One more push. Now that I'm looking at you up close, you really do have long eyelashes, senpai.
バカ、何を言ってるの？
I'm overjoyed to know such a beautiful upperclassman has feelings for me.
違うってば。
Wait, were you toying with my emotions, senpai?
いや、そうじゃなくて。っていうか、私は告白するよりされたいし。
Hey, hang on a minute.
壁ドンされて迫られるなんて、私の夢の一つだし。
You can't just say that. Then stop pinning boys. See, that's the thing, right? She's a tomboy. Never mind. Kaido is practically digging her own grave at this point. As entertaining, no, fascinating as it is, as it would be to continue watching her squirm. Your inconsiderate actions have deeply traumatized me. I played it up by acting despondent.
いや、別にあんたが嫌いってわけじゃないわよ。私はそんなつもりで。
Her gaze suddenly shifted elsewhere. Now. Farewell, my feminine senpai. What do you mean feminine? It's not... I took that momentary opening to escape her grasp.
させるか、秘技空気投げ。
My view did a complete revolution. Idle. Ow, ow. I had fallen rather clumsily onto my backside in the middle of the hallway.
私から逃げようなんて100年早いわ。
I assumed you wouldn't touch me.
あんたがそう感じただけよ。ほら、大して痛くないでしょ。
My butt hurt a little, but otherwise I was fine. That was likely due to how skilled Kaido was. Why does she have to show off her midriff, though? She had gotten the... well, not midriff, just her belly button. She had gotten the best of me in the past, and that was until I started training under her at the dojo. I wanted to be more like her, but I felt like I was being pushed to my wit's end. Even though I eventually quit Aikido, I could still look back on that time fondly.
立ちなさい、遠野。
She held a hand out to me. I'd assumed you're planning on dragging me straight to the active.
取らなくてもよ。
I guess today's a wash then, huh? I sighed and took her hand.
そう、それでいいのよ、遠野。素直なあんたは嫌いじゃないわ。
No, don't wink. And I don't dislike it when you act like the kind upperclassman I know you can be. What a pain. Farewell, my after-school time.
ほら、遠野入って。
I kidnapped him. Fine, I get it. Forcing him against his will. Kaido gave my back a gentle push, and I reluctantly entered the club room.
あ、来たわ わね、
お待たせ響のお願い通り遠野を連れてきたわ。
Hibiki proving she was girl. True. She's fucking manipulating the Gecko. So like, Hibiki is so bad that she makes other characters look worse.
ありがとう、ナニ。部長として歓迎するわ。アクティブへようこそ。
My childhood friend's smile was practically sparkling. Is that a smile? She's got a cat face. Welcome, me? I was basically dragged here. But you using senpai to do that. By you using senpai to do that.
先輩、こんにちは。
Wow! No way, she's inactive! Hiragi looked up from the phone she'd been fiddling with in her hand. Why are you here, Hiragi? Don't tell me the club you joined is... I pointed to the floor, implying this one.
はい、その通りです。先日、小日向先輩に勧誘されました。
I mean... I guess it is good that she's... branching out? What? Why did she bring you here of all places?
小日向先輩に、私はアクティブで世界を狙える器だと言われたので。
Which world exactly? You're taking things way too far, Hibiki.
そういう先輩はどうしてここに？
I fell for Hibiki's trap. I fell for Hibiki. Wait, no.
罠なんて仕掛けてないわよ。
You know it's no fair to use Kaido and her militaristic ways.
誰が武闘派よ。
That drum that you heard in the background.
いっぺん投げ飛ばすわよ。
You already did that, senpai.
何度でも投げ飛ばすわよ。これでいい？
I don't know. Maybe he'll use into it. Completely militaristic for sure.
それより聞いたわよ。あんた鹿島さんとトランプして遊んだんだって？
Hibiki glared sharply at me. Huh?
私がいくら誘っても遊んでくれないのに。鹿島さんとは部室でイチャイチャしながらポーカーしたんだって？
Cause she's the most nice girl. Hang on. Out of the students that we've... actually, no. Because fucking... the little sister's a student as well. Out of the second years... Yes. You know... It's debatable... overall. But... What? It was true that Kashima and I had played a single round of poker, but that was all. She was blowing this out of proportion.
しかも、ポーカーで勝って鹿島さんを好きにしたとか。
True. He played strip poker.
好きにした？遠野、お前というやつは。
先輩には失望しました。
Hang on. I get. I get. I forgot her name. Hang on. I get Nagiko believing Hibiki, but not fucking Shiori. All three girls eyed me with contempt. Wait. Hold on a second. I will admit we did play poker, but nothing else happened. Not at all. Nothing else happened. Not at all.
嘘、鹿島さん言ってたもん。
Why would you believe her?
遠野くんったらもう本当に優しくて、それに見事なテクニックで思い出しただけで、
What is this phrasing?
私胸がキュンキュンしちゃいました。
Shima! Her phrasing was totally misleading.
遠野、お前、神聖なる学び屋でなんていやらしいことを。
No! That's only relegated to the hate scenes. So, he wouldn't do anything like that until then.
先輩には絶望しました。
Kaido and Hiragi looked at me like I was no better than the dirt under their shoes.
委員長の色香に惑わされて幼馴染の友情を裏切るなんて。これだから思春期男子は。
It's not like that. You've got the wrong idea.
ユウのエッチ変態。それからなんとか童貞。
What? Hibiki banged on the desk. There's a desk? Listen to me. We just played a round of poker. And then I asked her to watch out for Shinji for me.
はあ？でも見事なテクニックって。
We played with playing cards. I struck the desk myself with my hand to further emphasize my innocence. Unfortunately, I was at an overwhelming disadvantage, and I doubted she would trust my testimony.
本当なの？
Yes, I swear on the gods of heaven and earth. Call Kachima over right now and ask her yourself.
なんだ、そうだったんだ。
The way you, hang on, how does she call him? Yeah, Tono. The way Tono used his hands made my heart skip a beat. Bro! Hibiki looked exhausted yet relieved.
おかしいと思ったのよ。私の言うに限ってまさかって。私は最初からそう信じてたわよ。
Fucking liar. She lied as easily as she breathed. She firmly gripped my hand. Fucking what a slip. You flip-flop so bad it's actually refreshing. Coming from the same person who vilified me not 5 seconds ago.
遠野、私も信じてたわ。お前はそんな男じゃないって。
You're even worse than her.
先輩は誠実な方ですから。
I forgive you, Shiori. Do you all share the same brain cell? Really? Was it a feature of the active to flip-flop out of nowhere like that? Was I only dragged here so you could interrogate me? I'd assume we're done here. I'd assume we're done. So, we're done then. I'm leaving. I did an about face and headed for the door.
待って、ダメよ、ユウ。
Hibiki nimbly cut around me and blocked the exit.
理由はともかくネガティブで遊んだんでしょ？だったら放課後は私に付き合って遊びましょ。
We weren't hanging out. It was a poker match.
じゃあ私とも勝負よ。
Strip poker. Never mind. She pointed a finger straight at my nose.
私が勝ったらユウはアクティブに入部すること。
Uh-oh. And if I win?
ユウをアクティブに入部させてあげるわ。
What do you mean? It's a lose-lose situation. You must think I'm a moron. As if I'd fall for that tactic.
ダメか。いいアイディアだと思ったのに。
In what possible way?
じゃあ委員長と同じでいいわ。
The same?
ええ、同じよ。ユウが勝ったら私を好きにしていいわ。
No. I'm good. But why would you suggest something like that?
しかも今ならなんとナギのことも好きにしていいわよ。
私？
Isn't that kind of horrible?
響がそう言うんじゃ仕方ないわ。
Pause! Hang on a minute! Bro.
いざという時は、私は遠野の恥ずかしめを甘んじて受ける。壁ドンでも顎食いでも好きにするといいわ。
Look, I know that she likes you, but like, come on. What, those more Kaido's own kinks? Yes. You really should be angry about this, senpai. This woman really had a soft spot for Hibiki.
さあ、この条件でどう？私に勝ったら美少女2人を好きにしていいのよ。
At least she didn't involve Shiori. It was no use. I wasn't going to get anywhere talking to these two. Hiragi, hey Hiragi.
はい、なんでしょう。
Persuade Hibiki and Kaido to let me go.
遠野先輩がそう言うなら。
Hiragi stood straight up and headed over to Hibiki.
小日向先輩、遠野先輩を返してあげてくれませんか？ねえしおり、ゆうと毎日遊べたら絶対楽しいわよ。私が保証するわ。はあ。
Oh, she's been fucking brainwashed. She.
みんなで楽しく青春しましょう。協力してね。小日向先輩がそう言うなら。
Don't listen to her, Shiori. Hiragi spun halfway around and returned to my side. No youth. Yeah. Fun youths. This is gonna be a recurrent thing, isn't it?
先輩、行動部に入ってください。
You need to think more independently. Damn it. Don't just go with the flow. That was likely how Hibiki had roped her into joining.
そんなわけで、今からペットボトルロケットを作るわ。
I thought... What? That doesn't make sense in context, Hibiki. Oh, on what note?
私たちのロケットとユウのロケット、遠くまで飛んだ方が勝ちよ。
I thought you were playing a card game.
遠野、早速作りなさい。
先輩、材料です。
Of course they have the materials for it. She placed all the materials we would need on the desk, starting with the plastic bottles. You guys sure are well prepared.
今日はユウとじゃなくて、勝負するって決めてたのよ。
She didn't look like she had any intention of playing nice and letting me leave. This is going to be a huge time sink. Looks like I had no choice but to make it then. I doubted it. I doubted it would fly much. If at all. Given how little warning an amateur like me was given.
ちなみに、私たちのはもう工作部に発注して完成してるわよ。
Seriously? What? Shut up, Siri! I wasn't talking to you! My childhood friend held up a well-constructed bottle rocket with a smug grin. She cheated as well. Yeah. Hey, isn't that a little too much for a handicap?
すべてはユウを入部させるため。そのためなら、私は手段を選ばないわ。
Where did you pull that rocket out of? From? She wore a protective, sneering smile. Provocative, sneering smile. Hibiki was out of her mind. A demon. There was a demon before my very eyes. Hibiki, you forced me to get serious. Don't underestimate the learning capabilities of the highest ranked student in this year and his high level of dexterity. First, I'll study the latest theories. I took out my phone and began to tap away at an alarming rate. It went without saying that I collected info on bottle rockets from domestic and international websites. I scanned over them at lightning speed. There was a thesis written in English, published by a renowned university. I was able to breeze right through it. Cutting-edge info. Input complete. What is this shit? Not even 5 minutes have passed. Now to construct it. Hiragi, lend me a hand.
はい。あ、楽しそう。ゆう、私も。
You and Kaido aren't allowed anywhere near it.
どうしてよ。
Because you're the enemy! You're the fight! You're the reason he's stuck in this mess! Because you seem like the type to prank me somehow. Heck, there's no way it's not a scheme if the competition is offering to help.
ちょっと、いくらなんでも私はそこまで。
バレちゃった。
Yeah, but you fucking simp for her. So like, even if you say you wouldn't, if she told you to, you would in a heartbeat.
おい、響。
It was no surprise that even Kaido was astonished by how unscrupulous her cousin could be. Speaking of which, they'd better not pull anything, Hiragi. I'm trusting you.
先輩がそう言うなら、頑張ります。
This is why we love Shiori, alright? Until she's manipulated by, Hibiki again. Her lips curved into a faint smile. Hiragi could make a face like that too, huh? Take these blueprints I threw together, and make the wings for me, Hiragi.
図面を引いたから
Yeah, what? Yeah, I did. In 5 minutes?
いつの間に
That's what I'm saying. Also, audio.
嘘
No, really, look. I showed them a B2 size set of... A B2 size set of blueprints.
遠野先輩はたまに神の領域に入りますね。天才ですか
No, I'm an average person. Sure! Yeah, I'm sure an average person would score top point, I don't even know how to say it. Get top, he's at the top of the leaderboard in the exam rankings. One who had put in a frantic degree of effort. Yeah, top marks, that's whether it was imitation, magic tricks, mind reading, or studying, it was all just to keep my head above water. Everything I'd done for the sake of survival. In spite of that, I pretended to ignore what had fallen from the palm of my hand. Well, it was a little late for that now. My cock rocket is bigger than yours. What? Alright, it's done. I finished the shooting start, name pending, within half an hour. And it was larger than Hibiki's.
まさかもう作っちゃうなんて。
しかも、かなり飛びそうに見える。
It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. This thing's gonna soar. Its aerodynamic frame reduces air resistance to the bare minimum. It'll pump out heaps more power than your rocket. You've met your match, Hibiki. I got just as cocky as could be.
そんなの飛ばしてみなきゃわかんないわよ。
Fine, let's settle this right here, right now. In the classroom? Never mind. There was no way I was going to lose. It wasn't all that surprising. I was getting caught up in the heat of the competition.
荷物持ったら海岸に行こう。
They're going that far?
校庭だと他の部の迷惑になるから。
How's she going to cheat this time?
行きましょう。
She'll kick the bottle over. We found ourselves at the beach near the academy. The coast is the worst place. Honestly, though. Oh, yeah. Wind going to make it fly weirdly? Yeah, the fucking wind is going to ruin it. It wasn't warm enough to go swimming. Which meant there were fewer people around.
ここなら人にぶつかったりはしませんね。
どっちから飛ばす？
そんなの言うのに決まってるじゃん。
Why? Nah, I'll give you the honor. Ladies first. I wanted to see how the first launch went. Whoever went second had a definite advantage.
さすがユウ、ずる賢いわね。
You'll want to talk. Ha 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 ha. Shut up! We both let out dry laughs.
先輩たち楽しそうです。
No?
そう。私には殺伐としてるような気が。
The wind had completely died down while we were busy with this and that. The ideal launch time had arrived. I don't know, maybe you should go more inland. There'd be less wind. In the interest of fairness, why don't we launch our rockets at the same time? That way, neither of us could come back later and complain about a change in weather conditions or something.
いいわよ。でもユウも前言撤回はなしよ。私が勝ったらうちに入って毎日一緒に青春よ。
And if I win, that's not That's not happening. I sneered back.
ロケットセットするわよ。
They keep
手伝って。
they keep bringing up youth.
オッケー、任せて。
Hibiki and Kaido fixed their bottle rocket into position on the beach. They then put a bicycle pump into its air nozzle. Hiragi, take care of ours.
はい。
We readied the shooting star named pending for launch. The angle was set to 95 degrees. Next, we filled the bottle with air.
響、空気は限界まで入れたわよ。
Oh, so they're measuring distance. I thought they were measuring just height, right? Like how high it goes up.
ありがとう。ユウ、そっちは？
All done here. Both teams were finally ready.
ユウ、じゃあいい？
Yeah, let's finish this before the wind picks up.
同時に発射しましょう。
Alright, Hiragi. Count us down. Hibiki and I both looked at Hiragi.
はい。では3。
Oh. Oops.
はい。では2、1、0。いっけー！
Fly! She said go. So that means you says fly. We both released the stoppers on our bottle rocket's nozzle at the same time. The two rockets shoot into the summer sky, making way more noise than we expected. The sound of the compressed air being released was invigorating. Hell yeah! The pair of translucent tubes formed an arc as they soared overhead. It was a spectacle that made your heart flutter.
すごいわね。二つともよく飛ぶじゃない。
たまやー。
That's not applicable here, Hiragi.
鍵屋でしたか？
True. I learned that from Master Magistrate. Again, still not it. She was way off the mark.
ねえ、トーノ。
What's up, senpai?
たまには こういうのも楽しいって思わない？
But he has work, bro. He's probably gonna be late.
ありきたりな表現だけど、青春ってこんな感じかしら。
Shut up! Stop talking about youth. I'm fucking old. I'm a jaded old man. I hate young people. They put quotations around it. They are being so fucking. They're doing this shit on purpose. That sounds a little lame, but it certainly feels that way.
何その生返事。お前のそんな笑顔、私初めて見たわよ。
Huh? I was smiling over this. I ran my fingers along my face. I was perplexed.
飛べー！アクティブ初号機！ユーのより飛べー！っていうか、ユーのを撃ち落とせー！
My childhood friend shouted something disturbing right beside me. Hey, this isn't that sort of competition. She was getting too fired up.
どっちも同じくらい飛びそうね。
このままだと引き分けでしょうか。それじゃあ勝負はどうなるの？
Wait, hang on. I didn't catch what. I mean, I guess it wouldn't count.
そんなはっきりしないのは嫌よ。
The rockets are in the air. Do you want to do another round then?
じゃんけんで決めましょう。
Oh no! That's shit! We went to all this effort just to go with that option. That would be futile. But the second that thought came to me, a strong sea breeze suddenly blew sideways at us.
小日向先輩、遠野先輩、ロケットが。
Hiragi pointed toward the sky. Both of our rockets had curved sharply to the right. And now...
ねえ、ユー。
What is it, Hibiki?
私の錯覚かもしれないんだけど。
Uh-huh.
なんだか、ロケットが大きくなっているように見えるのよ。
Of course they're flying back at them. Bigger? Isn't it more like they're getting closer?
うん。
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
そっか、ユーにもそう見えるんだ。
Yeah, they have pointed ends, so I'm sure it'll hurt if they hit us.
絶対痛いよ。マジでやばい。
Neither of us in particular were the first to grab the other's hand. Everyone, emergency maneuvers!
逃げるわよ、みんな！
I tugged Hibiki by the hand and raced away from the beach at full throttle. The other two followed immediately after us.
柊は右へ走って、私は左に。
カイドウ先輩がそう言うなら。
We quickly changed course and ran from the bottle rockets. However, we could still hear the ominous sound of compressed air jetting out of the containers, trailing behind us. They were getting closer. Crap. They were definitely bridging the distance.
私もう走らないよ。私を置いて逃げて。
Hibiki gasped for air and fell to her knees onto the sand. Okay, good luck. I agreed instantly and let go of her hand.
ほらー！
She held onto my hand like a vice grip. Then I tried to let go. When I tried to let go,
あんた、そこは違うでしょ。バカ、お前を見捨てるなんて俺にはできないとか。俺が盾になってお前を守るとか。そういう流れでしょ、普通なら。
Doka. I hate stuff like that though. Yeah, but you You did bring up indirect kisses before. It was a tone of quality to deliberately defy the laws of cause and effect.
女の子を見捨てるな。あんた男でしょうが。
I'm an advocate for... he said the thing! I'm an advocate for gender equality. He's like fucking Kazuma. In multiple senses.
もっと私に優しくしなさいよ。
That's what I should say to you. We whined back and forth at each other. It was a very childish fight. At least they didn't say it was a youthful fight. Never mind.
バカあんたたち何やってんのよ
Ah!
先輩方、後ろです。
What? Hibiki and I turned around. The two rockets had crept up right next to us. Damn it all! Hibiki. I stood out in front of the rocket on reflex to protect Hibiki. In the immediate aftermath, I caught the two dangerous objects against my body. The first to my face, and the second to my groin. There of all places. Every ounce of strength left my body and I toppled over in a heavy heap.
ちょっと、言うってば、大丈
遠野傷は浅いわしっかりして
夫？先輩、顔とどこに当たったんですか？私、撫でましょうか？
Yes, I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, Hiragi. As if I could tell her to rub my crotch. I mean, never mind. I curled up like an armadillo and bared with the pain. Talk about brutal.
こら、ユウ、またその口癖。
Was this the happy ending Hibiki talked about? Was this youth? Ah! They said it again.